Are you coming, Shalaya? Hey! All right, y'all, we are live and we are making a deep Southern classic. I've been making this for a long time, ever since my kids were really, really little. They loved it then and they love it even more now. I've made it for friends and family members, and they all have fallen in love with it. It's very budget friendly, it's not complicated to make, but there's certain things that you do want to keep in mind when you're making it, specific ingredients. So let's get started with these ingredients, and then we're going to go over to make our pot of coffee because we need some coffee. And somebody's coming with something, so let me pause for just a minute. Give me just a minute. All right, so this is a rice, sausage, and eggs, kind of like a casserole, but it's not dry. It's very rich. Good morning, Missy. Nice to see you. It's very rich. Um, it's truly a Southern comfort food. You can have it for dinner, you can have it for lunch, you can have it whenever you want to have it. It's very versatile like that, but it is good. So, like I said, I'm going to show you the ingredients, and then I'm going to take you and we're going to brew our coffee because I really need some. Because I didn't sleep good last night. All right, so our ingredients, you're going to use, now this is where it gets a little bit expensive because you do use a good amount of eggs. It takes 9 eggs normally. Good morning, Heartily Happy. How are you? We are making a deeply Southern classic. This is something that I've been making for a long time, ever since the kids were really little. So it's an egg, sausage, rice casserole kind of thing. And I'm telling you, it's really good. But we will need 9 to 10 eggs. This is my own homemade chicken broth. Now, I don't put anything in my chicken broth because the chicken broth comes from stewing my chicken legs for my dogs. What I do though, to make it really rich, is I double batch it, meaning I stew one big family pack of chicken legs, and then right on top of that, I add some more water to the broth that's there, and I stew another pack, which makes the broth really, really rich. All right, so we have, that's about 1.5 cups of broth. So then we have, I'd already opened the sausage. Now you can use any sausage you want. This is just Jimmy Dean's regular, so you are going to use a complete tube of sausage. I'm sorry if I missed anybody's comments, because I don't have my reading glasses on right now. You are going to use 1 whole entire stick of butter. This is the salted one, so you won't put any added salt. You also are going to use 1/2 cup of sugar. Maybe a little more than that, depending on how sweet you want it. And then we have our white jasmine rice. Now, we are going to rinse this out to make sure, there's no little buggies in it and nothing, that we don't want in it. So that's all the ingredients that you need. That's it. It's not complicated. It's not, Nothing hard about it. Very, very easy. Good morning, Teresa B. Good morning, Grandma Teresa. All right, so now I'm going to brew my coffee, y'all, because I hadn't had any. And I was working on my writing last night. My next, and it's coming up today on my second channel, and it's called Silence in the Shaft. And I had nightmares all night. I did not sleep good. So let's brew some coffee, shall we? And then we'll jump right back to what we're going to be making for breakfast. Now, the coffee I'm going to put in here is Starbucks Mocha. So I'm just going to put 2.5 spoons just like this, y'all. And I'm going to start heating up our pan so that we can add our sausage. But yeah, it's not an expensive dish to make. What I was saying, the most expensive part of it would be the eggs. Eggs have gone down in cost here a little bit. And so they're still high, I'm not gonna lie. I get range free and I get brown. And if I could raise my own chickens, I would. But that's one thing that the property landowners don't allow, because there's too much wildlife in this area, and I think they feel like the chickens would just be murdered everywhere. All right, so we're going to turn our coffee on. I'm going to let y'all, I'm going to turn it on. It's going to start brewing. All right, so of course that's going to start brewing. I'm not going to have coffee right away. Okies, I had to pause your video. The pumpkin patch is taking over video. But I'm watching it. Your pumpkins are turning out great. I hope mine turn out just as good. But our coffee's brewing. So we're going to turn back around to our pan. I can't wait to start seeing pumpkins on mine. I've got a little baby watermelon okies. Good morning, Nicola. I just watched your video with the eggplant. I watched that. That's something I might just have to try, because I am growing eggplant. And okies are peppers. Next year, I think it's probably too late in the season this year. But next year, I want to grow some pimento peppers, and I want to grow some Tabasco. And there was another one that you're growing. I'm growing jalapeno. Yes, you are the greatest pumpkin grower of all time. I'm the greatest corn grower. My corn is like, good Lord have mercy. My corn is so tall. It's got to be, some of them, oh gosh, I'm going to have to show you all the stalks on some of them. It looks like they got little feet coming out from under them. But anyway, I'm going to hit our pan with a little bit of avocado oil here. I have got to get myself another one of these pans. Y'all, I'm going to tell you, these window units, and then I have a portable AC unit that it cools 300 square feet. The window units cool 200 square feet. And so we were able to use our line of credit at at Lowe's. And we were able to get 4 window units and then this big portable unit. We're still waiting on, the fan motor part and how much that's going to cost for our main AC unit. And we haven't heard back yet, so. But yeah, we're staying cool. Everything's good. God is good. Because I was in panic mode. I was really in panic mode. Y'all just don't know. You cannot live in 91 degrees in your home. You cannot. It will make you lose your mind. And we had fans going, but they weren't doing anything but blowing hot air everywhere. Spongy in here yet? Spongy, are you here? Or are you coming? All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and just open up. This is half a pack of sausage right here. Gosh, that coffee smells so good brewing. Yep. But Nicola, I like cooking Mediterranean food, Asian food too. I love cooking homemade Chinese Asian dishes. I love it. There's nothing like it. Far better than takeout. So that's half a tube of sausage. And we're going to go ahead and open up our other one too. Because I like, I'm not supposed to be eating this. I doubt I eat it because I have to get back on my plan really hardcore. My weight is up and down, and it's starting to make me ill. I've still lost 10 pounds though. But it does fluctuate. And I know some of that is water weight, water retention. I know that. So our that's I thought that was sausage. That's not sausage. That was ground beef. I'm gonna have to buy some more sausage, y'all. This is my last. Alright, yeah. Normally I film with my tablet. When I do lives, I normally use my tablet. Or I want to use my camera, but you can't. That way I don't get any calls that interfere with it. And I hate that. And it's spam calls. Alright, so put our sausage in there. That's not even bubbling yet. I'm going to put my heat on 6. Drop that on in there. Jimmy Dean is my favorite sausage to use. And y'all, I hope I have some napkins because I normally take away some of this grease. I don't. Let me wash my hand off. Yeah, I seriously hope I have some napkins. So what's everybody's plans today? What is everybody going to be doing? Oh, guess what, Okies? I got a tiller. I ordered a tiller. I'm so excited. So excited. It's going to change everything in Misty's world. It's going to be a game changer. For reals. My son will probably use it more than me because I don't know. I do a lot of the garden work. It's basically me. Now our new garden bed, I'm gonna run our tiller through it when I go to pick up. I gotta pick it up Friday. Um, but I'll run it through there really good. I've already got everything in that bed: bone meal, earthworm castings, um, compost, really good in-ground soil, straw. So I've got everything in there that I need. I want to get another compost bin um, to make more of my own compost. But I'm going to tell you, that thing, I invested like $75 in that thing. And it seems like it's taken forever for everything to break down into dirt. No, Artie, no. No, no, Artie. Come here. Come here, Artie, no. I can't let my little bossy go into my room unless he's being want, because he likes to pee. So he can't go in there by himself. Now, with my sausage, when I get it ground up like this, I do put a little bit of ground cinnamon, and I put a little bit of Crayola seasoning. I love Crayola seasoning. I love Slap Your Mama too. That's another one of my favorites. So I put a little bit of the Crayola seasoning too. Artie! Booger, come get him.
Let's go. What are you doing?
Alright, so I'm just going to put the lid on this and let the sausage cook. And while that's happening, we'll go ahead and get our rice started. What? Y'all hold on, Spongy's irritating me. So I don't know what's causing our little spaniels, our little bosses to have loose stool right now. But they both are. I gave them just chicken breast yesterday. That's all they had was just chicken breast. I think today what I'm going to have to do is make them some brown rice with just chicken breast. And see if that helps. Hey, Izzy. Alright, so we're going to move over here because we're getting ready to pull out the rice maker to do that rice. Now remember, my chicken broth is homemade. I try to always have chicken thighs or chicken legs on hand to make my own chicken broth. But there are times when I do have to buy some. Anywho, we're going to get our rice maker. I would like to get a little blue one, but it's all right. But not any shade of blue, y'all. Y'all know me. It would have to be aquamarine. All right, so we have our rice that we're going to rinse out. Rinse off, rather. To make sure there's no little critters. Nothing hiding around in there. And again, this is just the white jasmine rice. I guess you could do brown jasmine, but I didn't think my son would like that. And I just use the lid to keep the rice from falling out. Jasmine rice to me is the best rice you can get, brown or white. It's just really good. I like jasmine rice. This also gets any excess starch, because you don't need all that excess starch. That's why the water looks whitish like that. Now, lots of times when I'm making my rice, I end up putting a little bit too much broth, but it always cooks up. If anything, it makes the rice even more like it's got a great texture. All right, so that's our rice rinsed off. So we're just going to put it in our rice maker right here. And we are going to add our homemade chicken broth. And then I'm just going to top that off with a little bit of water. Okay, I want to give that a stir to make sure everything is well combined in there. But that is one of the main secrets to this dish, is not using water. You want to use, if you don't want to make your own chicken broth, then you need to use chicken broth that you would buy in the store. I'm going to put the lid on there, push the button, and then that's just going to cook. All right, let's go back over to our sausage and see what we have going on. Oh, I did forget to do something. I did forget to add something to my rice. I'll add it real quick. And what do you think it was, pray tell? Butter. You want to add 2 tablespoons of butter. All right, I'm going to wrap the rest of my sausage up. Now, let's move back over here. Check our sausage. See what we got going on with our sausage. Oh, sausage, you smell so lovely. Now, I do like to crisp mine up a little bit for this dish. I don't feel like getting my meat grinder out again. Now, if I were to have gone to eat this, I could have had some ground turkey with some ground chicken or a little bit of ground pork. And I could have ground that up in my KitchenAid meat grinder and done this. It wouldn't taste the same. It wouldn't be so delicious because it'd be more healthy. But I might do that next time and show you how to do it that way. All right, now I hope, seriously, I have no napkins. That's wonderful. So then what I'll have to do is just take the pan with the lid and drain the fat that way. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got all the fat out. That's another reason I love this pan, because of the lips on the side of it. You put the lid on and you can just, don't have to worry about anything falling into your sink. Now I'm going to grind this up a little more. But like I said, I do like to get mine to have a little bit of crispness. I might let Spongy have some of this morning, but the rest of the day she's not going to get to eat bad. I do have a video that's going to be coming up today, y'all. It's what I did with some leftovers, what I came up with. And you can actually make 3 meals in one out of it, and I'm going to show you exactly what you can make. We use some of our garden tomatoes. And we used our garden cucumber. We didn't have to buy any produce at all to make it. That's another fun thing about having a garden. You don't have to, well now lettuce you can't grow in the summer because it doesn't do well in the heat. So you grow your lettuce early and you can have wonderful salads in the spring, which we did. All right, let's put the lid back on that. You can see there's no fat. No fat anywhere in there. None. So that's really important. You don't want that fat. So let's put the lid back on there. And I'm going to go ahead and make my coffee. I'm going to have to get into my deep freezer and see what chicken I have for the dogs. I love this cup right here, y'all. Life is an adventure. So hang on tight. I love that. I'm going to put my son's coffee in it this morning. So since this is a big cup, I'm gonna put a little extra sugar, not too much, because he don't like his real sweet.
Oh, next get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I'm making your coffee.
I don't even have one.
Well, I'm already doing it. Did you order Dunkin'? So you don't want any coffee? Well, I guess this will go to Spongy then. Move, Artie. So we got our pumpkin delight. So good. And yes, they already have pumpkin pie spice. And then we'll add a little bit of normal milk. Get out of here. Come on, Artie. No. Out. Right now. Out. Move. Let's go. Out. They're like little toddlers. You gotta watch everything they do. Let's stir that up for her. And then she gets a little bit of Cool Whip. No, Summer. You're not going in there. No. All right, that's starting to get a little bit of crispy. I'll be taking that out of there here in just a few minutes. But it's that simple to get your fat out of there. Now, if I would have had napkins, I probably would have, I don't know. When I use this pan, I doubt I'll use napkins anymore. Because there's no sense in it.
Artie, come on.
That tastes so good. I'm going to add just one more dash of cinnamon. It's got just enough spice from the Crayola, or Crayola. Crayola, however you say it. Yo, how do you say feta? Is it feta cheese? All right, let's put the lid on that and let it cook just a little bit longer. I just realized I hadn't taken Spongy her coffee. Oh, yes, Spongy. All right, now I gotta get my coffee. You're drinking yours, Grandma Teresa? All right, and I think one day this week, I'm gonna do a live cooking dinner, and I'm thinking it's probably gonna be Friday. I'm not sure yet, because I want to try a different time of the day. I know I do a lot of breakfast cooking shows, and it just seems like there's a lot of people that are at work then. So I want to try another time of the day. I remember the first time I ever went live, I was just sitting in my chair and I was just chatting. That's all I did. I want to do some ASMR style videos of diamond painting. I haven't done that yet. And I also like to do Legos, but I have this one Lego that I have to totally redo because my cats knocked it down and destroyed it. Is anybody else drinking their coffee right now? Can y'all see that fully? All right, we're gonna get back to it. Oh, let me, my stomach hurts, y'all. All right, so that sausage is pretty much, that's where I want it. That crisp right there. That way. And I'm telling you, when you add your cinnamon, it makes such a difference. It's just, oh, so good. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat off because I'm going to be removing that here after I make my coffee. Y'all, just guess what came a couple days ago? These are my grapevines. These are the Concord grapevines. I've got 2 of them. So I'm going to be planting these and I'm going to get a trellis. Now it takes about 2 to 3 years before you even see any fruit. But the foliage that you get from them is just so pretty. They're just so pretty. I'm going to be planting my cherry trees and my lemon trees. Now my lemon trees will be going into containers because they have to come in the winter. But that's the Concord grapes.
Teresa B said she's not drinking coffee.
You're not drinking coffee, Teresa B? No hot tea? I try to do some different kind of food for my breakfast cooking shows. I don't want to cook just the same thing for y'all. I want to show you different things you can make. And I knew you've never seen this one. So I was like, well, that is exactly what I'm going to do today. And very few people know about it. Like when I first introduced my friends to it years ago, they were like, what are you making? Rice, sausage, and eggs. I'm like, you'll see. And wait till you taste it. Man, I'm telling y'all, every time they came to visit me, that is exactly what they asked me to make. They didn't care what time of day it was, that's what they wanted. Are you going to make us some of that rice sausage and eggs? And I'm like, I guess I will. Can't wait to have my coffee. I do everybody else's stuff before I ever do mine. I'm always last. And you know, I watched Spongie's new video with her a couple nights ago, and I felt so bad. I'm like, gosh, I sound so mean. But that's just how we are. I didn't mean to sound that way. I didn't mean for it to come across mean. Spongie knows. Don't you, Spongie? I don't mean to hurt her feelings if I do. But trying to teach somebody else how to cook isn't an easy task. Alright, so we're going to just start getting the sausage out of here. And we're going to put it in a glass dish. I just like to take bites of it. But see how there's no fat at all? I know I keep emphasizing that because it's really important. Sausage does not have to be a greasy, high-fat food for you if you cook it right. Many times, it's all in how you cook something. Now, I mean, there's some things that you wouldn't be able to help, like fried bologna. I love fried bologna. But it is definitely not good for you. It is not good for you at all. It's very high in sodium and fat. And it's just not good for you. I hadn't eaten a piece of bologna in like over 2 months. Alright, now our rice is still cooking. It's not even close to being done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our heat back on at 6. I'm going to spray our pan with our avocado oil. I'm thinking about doing some taters. I don't know, but there's already rice. So I don't know if I will or not. And then in here we want to drop a tablespoon and a half of butter and let that melt.
Grandma Teresa said she likes that spray bottle we have.
Oh, she does? Where did I get that from? I'm trying to remember.
You got it from Timu.
Oh, from Timu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it from Timu. I don't think I paid much for it either. But I like it. It's really good. Really nice. Alright. So that butter's good. So we're going to start cooking our eggs. And as we cook our eggs and they get done, we're going to just put them right here on top of the rice. On top of the sausage. Not the rice. What was I thinking? I've got to pulverize some eggshells and throw out in my garden beds.
Oh, you told me you could actually use your hairbrush and put it in the garden.
What?
Supposed to be
Really,
good.
Okies? I didn't know that your hair.
It can become fertilizer. Oh, like not fertilizer. It can compost. Put it in your compost, he said.
But yeah, I gotta pulverize these eggshells. I throw citrus peels in it, pieces of peppers, tomatoes. All that stuff is really, really good for your garden. And then in the fall, you can put, you can either grind the leaves if you've got a way to do that, or you can just put them in your compost bin and let them turn to dirt on their own. Or you can just mix them into your actual garden bed. Look at that. That was a double yolk. But that one yolk got busted. That's okay. That one didn't. But that was a double yolk right there. And since we did use salted butter, we don't need any salt on the egg, but we are going to put pepper. And I always use grinders to let it grind the stuff for me. I know some of y'all have heard me say that before, but in case anybody that's come in that's new. And y'all know how I am while something's cooking. We always go, I'm going to wash our dishes. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and finish washing this. But y'all, I am nowhere, like, in a way I kind of feel bad for how bonkers I went with what I was going through with the AC and all of that. But at the same time, then again, I don't feel bad because it's real life. And the thing is, things happen in real life that can be really difficult to go through. And when you've got other people that you know are worried about and your pets in a situation like that, it is so stressful. I mean, I know my blood pressure, I know it was bad. And that day I did that video, that live, the day before that, the AC had been going on and off. The day before that, it'd been the same thing. So it wasn't like I was just acting stupidly, you know, miserable just because it had just gone on. No, it had been days of it, of not hardly sleeping for 2 days straight. So, you know, I wouldn't wish something like that on my worst enemy. Because, if I do even have enemies. But, you can die in heat like that. Like, it can kill you. Because it got to the point where you could not breathe good. But now I'm thankful, you know, how fast it got worked out, you know, everything. It could have been where we tried to get that on credit and we wouldn't have gotten it, but God made a way that all that was taken care of for us. Everything worked out. And now we have these units if anything ever happens again. When we finally get this part for our main AC, if anything else were to happen again, we've got these units to fall back on, which is a blessing. It is such a blessing, and I am so thankful. I am so thankful. And believe me, I know that that's a blessing because there's a lot of people that could not have been able to do that. So I know. And I'm thankful to God in every way possible. And God understands our plight, and He knows we're only human, and He knows we're going to act up, and when things happen, we might get a little hysterical because, again, we are humans. We aren't perfect. All right, I got that clean. We'll go back over here to our eggs. Now see, these cook perfect. They're perfectly cooked. I didn't even have to put the lid on them. Now I'm just going to take them out and put them on top of that sausage for right now. Oh, I got the wrong thing. My bad. All right. Just put them over here right on top of our sausage. Y'all, this is one of my son's favorite meals. He loves this. Now we need to put in some more butter. Let that melt back down. Our rice is starting to look really good, y'all. I'll show you in a minute. Now we want to add egg again. I'm going to be really careful not to bust your egg yolk. And this one I did not do good at all. But the yolk stayed intact. But I also got some shell in there. We gotta get that out. Like I said, yeah. I mean, this really does use a lot of egg. And pretty much you could feed 10 people.
Michaela's here.
Who? Oh, hey, Michaela. You drink coffee all day? It's nice to see you. I put in my description of the video exactly what it is I'm making, but it is an old-time Southern classic. It is truly comfort food. All right, so I'm gonna do my pepper on those again. Now remember, this is 7 eggs. We're gonna need 3 more. So for a total of 10. And I'm just gonna let those cook. So I am gonna go ahead and put the lid on that. Let me show you what the rice is looking at. Remember again, the rice was made with homemade chicken broth. So that's what the rice looks like right now. That's the white jasmine. I'm gonna finish washing this stuff right here. So yeah, I think Friday I'm gonna do a cooking show for dinner. And it's gonna be a good one. And it's gonna be live, and I'm gonna start it at 5:30 p.m. Should I do 5:30 p.m. Spongy?
No,
Or,
you could.
or 6? I'll let you know. I'll post in my community and let y'all know. But it'll be a live dinner cooking show. And then I already told you about that video I have that's going to be coming today about the 3 meals in one using your pantry staples and leftovers. And it makes 3 meals in one. So one night you could have a Tex-Mex bowl, the next night you could have a quesadilla, and the next night you could have a burrito. I gotta move our eggs real quick. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 4 more eggs. And I don't think I'm gonna put the lid on it because it got that a little bit too done. I don't want my yolks that done. But anyway, the rice should be done here shortly. I was saying about 5 more minutes the rice will be done. And then we can put it together. I have some more pumpkins that are gonna have to be planted. But I'm gonna wait till I get my tealer Friday. I'll probably move them into separate little containers today. And then Friday when I go pick up my tiller and I come back, I can teal it and then plant the rest of those.
Michaela said I am hungry. I'll be there in bed.
Oh, okay. Well, come on then. Come on down. Y'all, you're going to see what it looks like when it's put all the way together here shortly. Okay, let's get back over here. So I'm going to put this lid to my pan in the sink because, like I said, it cooked my yolks a little bit too much, too more than I like. We don't need any more butter because there's plenty of butter in there. I know I keep talking about the fact of how many eggs this recipe takes, but keep in mind you could feed a whole farm. Like if you have 10 to 12 people, it's going to easily feed them. And leftovers of this the leftovers are even better than the first egg. All right, let's turn you guys right here to the counter. Mmm. That's some good stuff. All right, I'm gonna move my little pan over here, my dish. And I'm going to start mixing this up. And I just use a fork. So you just want to bust it up in here. You want to make sure that egg is cut up really good. So just keep going with it. All right, let's pepper these eggs up. So that Crayola gave it a nice little spice bite. And the cinnamon gave it a nice little fall-like taste. Next, we're going to be adding butter in here. The rice is almost done. Almost. But see, I want these yolks to be really runny. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn our heat off. Turn me back around here.
Teresa B said she gets up at 4 in the morning.
How in the world do you get up that early, Teresa?
And I was telling everyone I get up at 8 or I get woken up. My brother will let me get up.
All right, now we're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter And yes, y'all remember I told you it takes a lot of butter. Try to lay it up under that egg so that it'll melt. In fact, we need to do 1 more tablespoon of butter. This is not diet food. All right. Next, we're going to be adding the sugar, and then hopefully the rice will be done then, and we can add the rice on top. But I'm going to go ahead and start breaking these eggs up in here. So that was actually 12 eggs that we used. Put it in that bag. I'm going to have to go into my freezer and get chicken because they're going to have brown rice and chicken today and tomorrow. And that's all they're going to have. I think what might have caused it is when our AC went totally out and they were exposed to all that heat. I think it's upset their stomach some. And that's why that's happening. I think it's affecting Niblet too. And Ollie did have some diarrhea. Yeah. I don't know what is taking this rice so long. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add my 1/2 cup of sugar. You want to let the sugar sit there for about 2 minutes before you stir it. Now let's go ahead and stir that in. Now we're going to start coming in with our rice. I just made a mess. And you want to gradually start adding the rice.
you making?
It is called rice sausage egg casserole. I made this up. I made this recipe up over 28 years ago. Over 28 years ago, I created this recipe. And everybody, like I was saying, everybody who has ever had it has begged to have it again. When I was in college and I used to cook for my friends, they all were just, they had to have it. All right, so you're just gonna, like I said, you gradually mix in your white jasmine rice. Remember, I do a lot of southern, deep south, deep south. I don't know if you've all ever ate liver mush. I'm gonna do one morning. I'm gonna make that. It already comes in a block. It is so good, so good. But you can actually mix it into chopped potatoes, all kinds of stuff. All right, let me add some more rice.
Oh, she said put some cowboy candy in there.
Cowboy, I gotta watch that video. I haven't watched the cowboy candy video yet. I gotta watch that because I might have to make that. I very well might have to make that. Alright, and that's pretty much all the rice that we'll do. That took almost all of it out of our rice cooker. Let me clean up this mess in my floor real quick because I spilled rice. But y'all know on our Mediterranean plan we eat a lot of healthy things. And then of course I still do my deep south stuff. Because that's me. The deep south cooking, that is me. 100% me. We're going to put the rest of our butter. Remember I told y'all it takes a full stick of butter. The rice is cooked perfectly. It's not sticky. This is also one of Spongy's favorite things to eat. She loves rice, sausage, and egg casserole. Spongy, do you want any toast?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to make some toast for him. Ask Terry if he wants any toast.
Terry, you want some toast and rice sausage and egg?
And that's it, y'all. That's what it looks like. Let me take a bite for you.
He said yeah.
Oh my word, that is just straight comfort in a bowl. Just straight comfort. It is delicious. I'll put the rest of that rice in there. Just so good. Okay, let me pop the toast in the toaster. And then y'all gonna see Spongy's reaction when she takes her first bite. I've seen those Smeag toasters. I want one. I mean, my toaster is nice. This is nice. This is by Deem brand. It's really good. I like it a lot. But I would love to have one of those Smeag toasters. I think Janine got one. I'm pretty sure Janine got one. Janine's got to tell me what those lights are that they put on their shelves because I want some. She's got to tell me. I's got to know, y'all. I's got to know. If you're wondering, no, I don't think I'll be eating any. Because y'all know I've got all these medical issues and I need to really, I'm going to take one more bite. But I really need to stick to that plan right now. Now, the only reason I'm letting Spongy do it is because she's going to be strict the rest of the day. So good. Y'all got to try it. If y'all want deep, deep southern cooking from the Appalachian Mountains, from a little simple country girl that's gonna warm your tummy and make you feel happy inside and make you giggle as you eat it, you gotta make this. Like you've got to make it. I'm telling you, y'all will not regret it. Now remember what I said. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. So it's not something that you would eat all the time. Like I probably haven't fixed this. I probably haven't fixed this in 2 months because it is not healthy. It's got a whole stick of butter. Now, true, I took all the fat out of the sausage, so there's no fat in the sausage at all. The rice, it's jasmine rice. I mean, it's not that bad for you. The egg, it's not really bad for you. The worst is the sugar and butter. That's it. It's the sugar and butter. If you wanted to do it healthy, if you wanted to do it the Mediterranean way, you would use brown jasmine rice. You could still use your own chicken broth because I don't put anything in my chicken broth but chicken. So you could still do that. You would omit the butter. You would not do any butter. To make it creamy, you would probably have to add something like Greek yogurt to it to give it creaminess. And then you'd still do your egg. And that would be the healthier version of this dish. And I think one day I'll do that for you. Because some people are like, God, that is so unhealthy. And I'm not going to lie, it is. But that's what makes it so good, too. Sometimes you got to splurge a little. Sometimes you just got to because you can. That's Spongy's. And I got this toast a little bit overdone. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to at all. And that is breakfast served up the country way. All right, let's go to Spongy. We are on our way to Spongy Land. Now, Spongy will probably not eat 2 pieces of toast, but I just put them on there just anyway. Yeah, Spongy's freezing to death under this window AC unit. All right, Spongy, take a sip of your coffee. She's like, no, I'm not going to. I'll just sit here. Well,
It's really good.
tell everybody it's really good.
It's really good, Edward.
All right, we're going to let her eat. We're going to let everybody go. Thank you for joining me today on my live cooking show. Mr. Chicken says thank you. Stinky says thank you. Ginger says thank you. I got to wipe their glass. China says thank you. And Tangelo says thank you. All right, y'all. We'll see you later. We love y'all so much. Y'all have a great day. You have a great day too, Grandma Teresa, Missy, Teresa, everybody, Nicola. Bye, y'all. Nicola said, enjoy your meal, Spongy.
You had someone